Good morning, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today is the 4th January, Monday 2021, and today's topic of discussion is about recent development in higher education. This is also one of the important topics, so don't forget to go through, guys. This is our today's topic: recent development in the higher education in India. Okay, so point wise, we will discuss here. The point number one says adopting the online higher education. Okay, so it says the first change which has taken place recently in our education system is adopting online higher education. Okay, now as you must have noticed that everybody has come online nowadays. Okay, all the teaching, even of the school, colleges, whatever institution, that all because of this pandemic. Okay, so now here it says that what it says, let's see, that thanks to the pandemic, institutes have been forced to choose this mode of instructions, but will this be limited only till the lockdown? This is a question. Okay, or the colleges is willing to continue this, or maybe it will continue in the future. So online education existed before the pandemic also. It is not like that, it was lying before the pandemic also. Okay, as well, that time it was referred to as a distance education or distance learning. Okay, at that time it was having low value, but now because of this pandemic this has become more value. Okay, guys, further it says that owing to the increased demand, higher education institutes are creating the programs that can be completed online. Okay, even though this is just the beginning, and they have already received a phenomenal response along with the development of online learning. Okay, the youth is also expected to show an interest in learning various type of languages. Okay, so now see, if we will simply look at some of the major changes. Okay, so owing to what is happening, that education institutes are creating the programs that can be completed online, and the youth is also expected to show an interesting interest in learning the various types of languages. Means youth is now developing more language skills also due to this. Okay, our second point is all about, it says the focus on the quality of admission rate. Okay, the second recent development which has taken place. Okay, so now what this says, let's see, they're having the most comprehensive system for the higher education. It is no surprise that we have foundation to expand. Now the government, okay, is expected to focus on improving the quality of every institutes and increasing the students enrollment. Okay, so what the government is focusing on, improving the quality of every institute and increasing the students enrollment. Okay, in last 2 years the compound annual growth rate was 3.6%. This is of the last 2 years. Okay, with the 724 students per institution. Now by 2030, what the government is planning, by 2030 the every institute is expected to have 1400 student. Okay, almost double the current rate. Currently we have around 724. Now the government is expecting that by 2030 the student enrollment should be around 1400 per institution. Okay, this number will vary depending on every state. Okay, guys. Point number three is all about increase in women enrollment. Yes, India has the largest education system, but when you take a look at the participation of women in this sector, means which sector we are talking, education sector. Okay, it is relatively low. Means in relatively here means in comparingly it is low. Thankfully, it is expected to change and even increase in the next few years. Okay, in 2018 to 18-19, the admission approximately was 1.82 crore women enrolled for the higher education. Okay, now here why they written 2018-19, because this is the report of AIHSE, right? This is the report of that. So according to that report, around 1.82 crore women enrolled for the higher education. Now since 11-12, the women enrollment grew at an incredible 4.9%. All right. Uh, CAGR. Now we can expect a lot more females have higher academic aspiration. Okay. Now more females will come. This may be the recent development in the field of education. The reason is because they don't have to leave their home. They can study from the comfort of their home also due to the online education system. Okay. Now what are the emerging foreign destinations for the higher education? All right, that we are going to discuss. As of now, the going abroad for the further education is close to impossible. But once the situation is close to being normal again, the number of Indian students going outside to study will show no signs of slowing down. Earlier, the most preferred countries were US, Canada, Australia, and UK. Okay, now considering the change in the US immigration policies, now recently there are some changes in the US immigration policy, and due to this, the Indian students are expected to move to the new destination. Now, see which are the new foreign destinations for the Indian students, maybe in the future, the New Zealand, Ireland, Germany, France, and Russia. Okay, this could be the possible new destination where the Indian students can go for the further studies. Okay, the another change which has taken place is the growing demand for international courses. Now, recently this has been noticed, there is a demand of international courses. So, as mentioned earlier, our country is still unsure about leaving the country for higher education. Okay, means here by mistake it is our students are not sure. Okay, higher education, due to this situation, the demand for colleges and universities providing international certification had witnessed a surge. Okay, now as per the new policies, what the government is doing, the government is focusing more on the skill development. Okay, in the new changes, the new NEP, new education policies which have come. So even though the 12.8 million individuals step in the market each year, okay, 1.2 million individuals, okay, only a small percentage of them are able to find a decent job. The main reason behind this is the most of them lack the basic skills, okay, to set to get the existing job. To address this problem, our government is soon expected to increase the skill development program. So, what the government is doing? The government is doing the skill development program, which will cater to 5,000 millions individuals. Okay, sorry, 500 million to individuals. Okay, it is also working on bringing in new skill centers. Okay, new skill centers. Okay, creating a national policy on the skill development and entrepreneurship, making amendments to the Apprentices Act. Okay, so this kind of changes which are taking place, okay, in our recent education system. Okay, now see the one of the major changes over here is the introduction of an AI. Introducing AI. What does AI stands here for, guys? The AI stands here for artificial intelligence. Okay, guys, this stands for artificial intelligence. So, introducing the artificial intelligence. As we all are aware, the Indian higher education system has not undergone any major transformation, means changes. Okay, in the last 20, 30 years, there was no changes. Okay, hence the institutions are willing to revamp, okay, the current education system to meet the challenges of and the growing opportunities presented by the advancement in artificial intelligence. Okay, so these days whatever we social medias and other platform, the educational apps, okay, help of internet or projector or whatever, this is all are the example of your artificial intelligence and the new technology in the field of education. The colleges are expected to develop the course and curriculum which can ensure the education and the research in the country does not get left behind. Okay, this will be the responsibility to develop the courses and curriculum which can ensure the education, research, and country does not left behind. Even private education startups are using artificial intelligence when it comes to learning tools, interactive and immersive tutoring system, and personalized feedback. Okay, guys, now this is also one of the important point here, the introduction of holistic course curriculum. Okay, this is also one of the recent change in our education system. Okay, this is the recent development in our higher education system. So what they are expecting, let's see here, that earlier the programs were often about imparting theoretical knowledge. Okay, previously what the theoretical knowledge was given much more importance, okay, considering only the textbook. Okay, learning now isn't not really fruitful, but they found it was not fruitful, it was not so productive to get the decent job. So now the colleges are expected to take more practical. Now what changes, they will become more practical approach to the teaching. Also the syllabus is expected to focus on overall development of each student and not just the specialization. Okay, so now in higher education they will try to see that the students get chance to meet the overall development. Okay, like as you know, in the new education policy, if a student from arts background wants to study science also, so he or she will be free, and vice versa. Okay, guys, now further we see that how the future of work and future of higher education, okay, in India are interconnected. Future of work and future of higher education. We are talking about future of work and future of higher education. So the development of a country depend on its three types of capital: financial, physical, and human. Okay, It depends on the capital finances, it depends on the physical, and it becomes on the human. Out of this, the human capital is said to have the most significant impact on the socio-economic growth. To put it in the simple word, this type of capital refers to the skills, knowledge, and experience of the population of a country. So the higher education system is therefore responsible for nurturing the professional who are fit for the future of work. Let's understand why the colleges and institutions need to keep up with these trends and revamp this existing system. Here are the few statistics offered by Deloitte, okay, about how the current scenario is changing. Okay, automation will impact 69% of jobs in the country. Okay, guys, if we look at this very first point over here, okay, which says the automation will impact 69. Now, what is this automation? Automation means the use of machine to do the work that was previously done by people. Now, see, as you can see, due to the COVID, also the most places are getting substituted by the machines. Okay, instead of human presence we prefer machines. Okay, like instead of going out and do the shopping, we prefer that it should be the online and we don't have to go out. So these all are the example of what? These are the example of automation. So it says the automation, this will change will take automation will impact 69% of jobs in the country by 2022. The skills of such analytic critical thinking and emotional intelligence will have a higher demand as compared to reading and writing. Okay, so what it says that by 20 skill of such as analytical critical thinking and emotional intelligence will have higher demands, okay, instead of reading and writing. Okay, presently our education system is focusing on what? Reading and writing skill more. Okay, when a child goes, he spend a lot of big huge period of his life spending sitting in the classroom for the long hours listening one after the another lectures. Okay, so and what they learn after the 12 years almost to read and write. Okay, but instead of this they will give importance to analytic critical emotional intelligence and higher demands are, these are in higher demands. Okay. Okay, so by now, guys, I hope that you all of you have understood that what are the recent development in the higher education in India has taken place currently in 2020. All right, so like this, I will come up with a few more research topics and I will try to collect the more content maybe on this topic. All right, but for the time being, thank you very much and hope to see you in the next video, guys. And meanwhile, keep preparing. Now the number of days are very less. Today is almost 4 days, so you almost have, I can say, hardly 2 weeks with you. Okay, so keep preparing for that. All the best and best wishes ahead. Thank you.